Pacquiao! £146.8 for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72, 900, 160.38 pounds.
Feel about this? Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going to be a great.
From Manny. Now, Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not that easy.
Manny stepped in completely composed, mentally sharp, and fully geared up for a major clash ahead.
I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back. Woo! Woo!
The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know. And I know the fans, they're waiting for a good.
Reports had been circulating that the matchup might be called off, but those doubts were cleared when Floyd Mayweather Jr. confirmed on X that he had accepted the bout as a legitimate contest. Speaking with Boxing Scene on Tuesday, Manny Pacquiao revealed that Mayweather had officially committed to their September 19th rematch as a professional fight. Additionally, insider Lance Pugmire reported that the event is fully finalized, emphasizing that it will be a sanctioned bout rather than an exhibition, with Mayweather ultimately agreeing to the terms and moving ahead to seal the agreement.
Pacquiao says the fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype Floyd's mouth.
Manny Pacquiao made it clear that Floyd Mayweather Jr. can no longer avoid the situation, emphasizing that the rematch needs to take place as an official professional contest. He highlighted how much the fight matters to him and stated his intention to make a strong statement against Mayweather once they meet in the ring.
He had no way to get out of that.
He has to fight.
Yes.
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No. Sanction match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're gonna get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are gonna actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. But what would a win over Floyd mean for you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him a one.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
Teach him a lesson. I don't know, I think so.
Okay,
how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym, now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it, I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it, we'll finish first.
With the bout officially set, Manny Pacquiao has resumed training alongside coach Freddie Roach, marking the start of an intense and structured camp as he sharpens his focus for the upcoming challenge. Manny Pacquiao stated that he plans to restart his training at Freddie Roach's gym, underlining his dedication to getting ready, improving his fitness, and returning to top condition as the expected rematch approaches.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight. Yes.
Robert Garcia suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. isn't fully committing to rigorous preparation, while Manny Pacquiao remains highly focused, training at high altitude, putting in hard work, and driving himself through intense workouts to stay in top-level shape.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you different behind curtains that was doing workout. That is not. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs in running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not going to fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he's been in shape for the fight. And I bet you he's going to win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you
watch. He's running hard and he's gonna. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing separate, different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision.
Jose Ramirez, who shared training time in camp with Manny Pacquiao, praised the veteran's form, noting how sharp and threatening he still appears during workouts. He mentioned that Pacquiao regularly dropped sparring partners in the gym, indicating that his punching power remains strong even at this stage of his career. Ramirez also pointed out that Pacquiao follows a disciplined schedule, including daily runs to maintain peak fitness and sustain his stamina at a high level.
Kept I had with them, I was going, 8-round sparring sections, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, you know, and then
The best work ethic.
The best work
no
ethic.
Days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people, even in
Yeah, man, he has he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
We had a lot of
the man.
fans.
He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym, from ladies to kids, just waiting for him.
Money and
he just give them all money before he walked in.
Yeah, he's very generous.
And
he's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive movements?
Manny Pacquiao continues to display remarkable intensity and high-level ability during sparring, reflecting his constant determination to perform at his best. Jose Ramirez points out that Manny treats every round in the gym with full seriousness, approaching each session as though it were an actual bout. His power remains a major factor, with sparring partners often struggling to keep up once the pace increases, sometimes unable to complete the rounds. This level of consistency highlights that Pacquiao is still competing at an elite standard, combining quickness, precise timing, and explosive movement that can challenge even younger opponents. The sharpness he maintains in training is a clear result of his discipline, along with his lasting capability to operate at the top tier of the sport. Those watching closely can see that his preparation reflects the mindset of a champion, showing that his age has not reduced his determination or his ability to compete at the highest level.
Pacquiao always, what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, he was very explosive. So there was punches that he just throw, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body, back to the top, and the second one would just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in a gym, that sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, he, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped. Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's it?
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp?
Well, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so they stayed.
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire spoke about the lingering uncertainty tied to a potential rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, noting that mixed signals from negotiations and public comments have led to confusion. Pugmire highlighted that Mayweather did not provide any clear confirmation following earlier speculation about an exhibition. In contrast, Pacquiao maintained that the bout should only move forward as a sanctioned professional fight, otherwise it shouldn't take place. The discussion also pointed out that Pacquiao has been more outspoken, actively sharing updates and pushing the situation ahead, while Mayweather has largely stayed quiet, consistent with his usual approach.
Pacquiao made announcements, no, they're not going to be a fight if it's not a real fight. Then now he's announcing the fight is on. Floyd never made any announcement afterwards. It reminds me of when Jake LaMotta was talking to his wife in Raging Bull. Who made you an authority? Well, all of a sudden you're an authority. Who made you?
He is half of this fight.
Well, yeah, but he's not the whole fight.
He's also
one of the promoters as well. Who made you an authority?
Paulie Malignaggi noted that the current situation closely reflects the past patterns of Floyd Mayweather Jr., where even reporters like Lance Pugmire often struggled to get a clear answer directly from him. He explained that Mayweather's way of communicating has always been unpredictable, frequently leaving fans and media uncertain until decisions are finally revealed at the last possible moment. Robert Garcia added that Mayweather's approach to negotiations is highly strategic and competitive, pointing out that he rarely compromises or meets opponents in the middle. Instead, he tends to maintain full control of every aspect, whether inside the ring, during business talks, or in shaping public perception. According to this view, that mindset is a key reason why official confirmation has taken time. Even with the ongoing ambiguity, the discussion panel agreed that the matchup always felt likely to happen eventually. They suggested that once Mayweather is fully prepared, he will announce it on his own terms. Until then, they advised waiting, as this extended process is consistent with how he typically handles such situations.
enjoy.
Yes, it is a.
Manny Pacquiao argued that an unbeaten record alone is not enough to determine true greatness, indirectly challenging the self-proclaimed GOAT label often associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He pointed out that several fighters in history have ended their careers without a loss, meaning that achievement by itself is neither rare nor the ultimate measure of legacy. Instead, Pacquiao highlighted his own career milestones, noting that he is the only fighter to capture world championships across 8 weight divisions and to hold titles spanning for different eras, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He emphasized that such accomplishments stand on their own without the need for personal declarations. Even with these achievements, he maintained a modest tone, saying he prefers the boxing world and fans to judge his legacy rather than speaking on it himself. Regarding a possible rematch, he made his position firm. He has no interest in an exhibition format. Pacquiao stressed that if the fight does happen, it must be a fully sanctioned professional contest, where both competitors genuinely risk everything and compete at the highest level.
Undefeated fighter, and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT, because he can't claim, he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those, the only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair is high already.
That's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes. Sir.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Sorry. Good. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades.
It's pretty good.
Jazz Mather explained that the financial stakes surrounding the matchup are so significant that it is hard to imagine either camp stepping away, particularly with the global exposure offered through a platform like Netflix. He pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is largely driven by business incentives, suggesting that once the full value of the agreement is recognized, it could help move negotiations along. Mather also mentioned that discussions are not being handled directly with Mayweather at this stage, but instead are going through legal representatives, which has complicated the overall process. Even so, he noted that conversations are continuing behind the scenes and efforts are being made by all sides to reach an agreement. A firm deadline has reportedly been established, adding pressure to bring everything to a conclusion. Mather remains optimistic that logic will ultimately prevail, believing the financial reward and worldwide attention will be enough to secure Mayweather's agreement. Still, he admitted that if conditions are not satisfied, alternative strategies and even potential legal actions could be considered.
About money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally...
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you not and who are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to... What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in the last 5.
Wade Plemons highlighted that a matchup of this magnitude carries obvious risk, especially since it is framed around 2 legendary GOAT figures, including Manny Pacquiao, the 8-division world champion. He explained that although the title sounds impressive, both fighters are well past their peak years, even if their reputations remain enormous. Plemons added that Pacquiao, now 46, still delivered a respectable performance against Mario Barrios, proving he can still compete at a certain level. Meanwhile, he noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has remained active through a series of exhibition bouts, including appearances against Logan Paul and John Gotti III, where he continues to display sharp reflexes, even though the level of opposition differs from traditional professional fights.
This is supposed to be the two GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, you know, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight. But oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, you know, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, or something like that.
Wade Plemons pointed out that even though neither fighter is operating at the level they once reached in 2010 or 2015, that natural decline could actually make a rematch more exciting in a different sense. Instead of showcasing peak technical brilliance, it might lead to a more aggressive, high-action contest compared to their original encounter. He also stressed the enormous business impact behind the matchup, recalling that their first fight produced roughly $600 million and went on to become the most viewed pay-per-view event in boxing history. With distribution now potentially shifting to a platform like Netflix instead of traditional pay-per-view, the global audience reach could be even larger. While acknowledging arguments that boxing should prioritize rising talent and future stars, he maintained that as long as veteran names can still perform and attract massive attention, these blockbuster events still hold significant value for the sport.
Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next generation.
And that brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure you stick around for what's coming next. See you in the next one.